was hoping I could get my whole body in the frame. I'll start with the bodice. Okay, so it's a 3X. It's too big. It's almost too short for my torso at the same time. The sleeves really pull and are awkward. It has a tie up the back. And this little peplum, whatever this is, little booty train. I don't know. Booty train. Okay, so that's the bodice. It's the worst. And then the skirt, I need to get some new lenses, like a full frame lens so you can see it better. But here's my feet. Are they in the frame? I can't really tell if they're in the frame. They're probably like just barely. But it's way too long. To pull it up to where it should be, I've got to pull it all the way up here, which is ridiculous. Oh, you like it? Anyways, so now the question is, do I start with the easiest, which would be fixing the skirt? Oh, I should also tell you that it has like a double skirt. So this beautiful little bustle thing in the back going on is just buttoned onto the underskirt there. I think I'm going to start with the bodice, which would be the hardest part to fix. I'm going to get that out of the way. Yeah. So here's what the plan is. I'm going to sit down. I want to make sure that this bodice part is going to fit me. Take the sleeves off and just start with the base and then slowly add things back on once I get it to fit me. The first thing that I want to do... Alright, so the first thing that I need to do is to cut the extra off of the sides, and then I can use that fabric to move up under my armpit area. Hi, Zaka, bye. This dog. Got my little chalk pen. Let's put some ish. So I've pinned it on both sides. I've pinned it here and I've pinned it there, and I'm going to go ahead and try it on. I have a good amount of ease still. Eventually, I'm going to have to put a dart in here. It's bubbling up a lot more than I would like, but I still will need to put a little bit more fabric here so that I can move my arm around. And then I'll have to add a little bit more to the sleeve. So after doing that to both sides, this is what it looks like. And I'm quite pleased with that. Chalkawalka. So according to the Better Homes and Gardens book, the shoulders are too wide. I am just gonna fold it like that and sew it down. So once I'm done top stitching it, it looks like this. This is the outside, and then this is the inside. I don't know, guys, it's still kind of bubbly, but I think I could consider putting some of that like clothing tape on my shoulders to keep it off my shoulders a little bit. But also, once I add this fringe back on, I think a little bit of bubbling isn't going to matter so much as long as I can move my arms around, which will be the next step. Actually, no, I think I didn't get enough fabric from here to add fabric to the underarm piece and add fabric to the sleeve. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on the skirt, but tomorrow, because I ran out of time. Do you like it? Do you like the skirt? Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you like it. Easy, good boy. Easy. All right, so the plan is to take this bottom part off the skirt and then just move it up. Sorry, I can't talk while I'm working. It's a talent I'm
trying to get better at, but it's harder than you'd think to talk and work at the same time. Some people have a knack for it. I don't. I'm going to be in the Nutcracker at my local dance studio, and I get to be Frau Stahlbaum, which is Clara and Fritz's mother, and my middle son is going to be Fritz, so I'm really excited. I think it's going to be very fun. But yeah, that's why I am fixing this dress to fit me. Anyways, I suppose I could do the rest of this off camera, because I have a feeling it's going to take me a while, so I will see you in a little while. I need to make sure that my dress form isn't going to move. She isn't as tall as me, but that's okay. I'm going to take my skirt and put her on. Okay, and I think I want it to rest right here, which is slightly above my belly button. My belly button's right here, so maybe about 2 inches above. Well, I got part of it on. I have it all taken apart. But don't worry, I'll put it back together. Okay, so please. I will put it back together, I promise. Get out of here. All right, and then I'm gonna stand next to my dress form and just kind of mark where that is. But first, I need to take these shoes off, because I really want to wear them as little as possible. Now that I have my dress back on my dress form, I can take my flounce. Is that what this is called? I don't know. My large ruffle. Kind of pin where I would like the seam to be. Is that Santa I hear? Alright, so I went ahead, sewed it together, and then I serged the ends, and I was going along, and I realized that I had caught some of the fabric in my seam. Anyways, now I have to do a bunch of seam ripping, and I'm going to go ahead and do that and fix this, because if I don't, then the bottom of the hemline is going to go up a little bit in that spot, and you know, it's not going to go up a lot, but it's going to go up enough that I will notice it every time I see this costume, and it will make me crazy. So I'm going to finish that. I'll put the ruffle on, and you'll see the finished results right here. Ah, it's done. Well, it's not done, but the ruffles are on. So I have both the bottom ruffle and the tiny ruffle sewed on. Hi, how you doing? Don't jump on me. The next thing I need to do is adjust the bustle. Okay, and it attaches with buttons. It doesn't fit right, but it's an easy fix, because all I have to do is move this button over here. Luckily, I have enough buttons that I don't think I'll need to go to the fabric store. And the current length of the bustle, I think, is pretty good. To address the front of the skirt, it has this like apron part, and it buttons on. So I'm gonna have to move the buttons on the bustle back to attach this. But I'm also gonna have to move it up. I didn't spend all that time ruffling to cover it up with an apron. Probably have to take about that much off. Alright, so as a wrap up, I'm pretty pleased with how the dress turned out. All of this ruffling, like, seam ripping and putting all this ruffling back on was a real pain. After wearing it for this little photo shoot, I need to tighten the waist a little bit because it is sagging. The apron fell off at one point. I don't know, hopefully it'll stay on stage. I tried my best, and yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe, and I hope you're happy and well, and I'll see you next time. Bye!